Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Port Huron Northern Port Huron High School varsity baseball game here on CPHS 6. I'm Carl Staffworth, joined just underway. Still here in the first inning, pass ball there. Big Reds have a runner on first as we join this one a little bit in progress. On the mound for Port Huron Northern is Adam Rose, facing Seppo for Port Huron High. And the pitch from Rose. Ground ball to short. This could be two. Pitch over to second. Got the lead runner, but no time to get Seppo at first. One down here in the top of the first.
I asked for a third chair, but only football takes care of the people in the press box.
So here we are now with Tyler Robatham up at the plate.
I don't know. That's still in the air. Then we'll have an opportunity to do balances. Whether he takes it or not.
Checks the runner at first. Throw over stolen base, and safe in time is Seppo sliding into second. So moving up into scoring position with only one out here for the Big Reds.
It's at the other field. What's that? Black River.
Step out, granted time here. Again, Carl Staffworth here for CPHS 6. Tyler Robotham up.
If you don't want to walk, you can take that. Yeah, it's got the keys in it.
A pitch down for a ball. Now we see the runner at second, and that's Seppo. Checks the runner, goes home with it. On the corner for a strike. 2-2 the count now. Pickoff move thrown into the ground, but able to hold on to that. No runner advance. Short break in time as the umpire brushes off home plate. Again, Robotham will step in. Seppo on second. 2-2 still the count. One out here in the top of the first inning. We're at Port Huron Northern High School. Ball down the dirt and will bring the count full. Check the runner, but no throw. Come back to home again, still count full with Adam Rose on the mound. That ball down the dirt for ball 4. Seppo takes the lead, but will retreat to second.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 11, Kenny Radigan.
Kenny Radigan will step in for the Big Reds. Runners on first and second. He'll step in Rose. Big Reds still off the scoreboard right now. Pitch from Rose. Throws down a bunt down the third baseline, but that will go foul for strike one. See if we shows bunt here again. 0-1. Runner on second. Got to think he's going to swing away here. Instead takes it for ball one. 1-1 the count. Radigan swings, pops up in foul territory along first baseline. Going, nice effort, but unable to get there. Port Huron Northern, this is a 2-out inning, and got the Huskies out of trouble here, but instead, runners on first and second, still 1 out. 1-2 the count for Kenny Radigan. Hard hit ball between the shortstop and third baseman into left field. Throw comes home. Seppo will score. 1 run on the scoreboard for the Big Reds. Now runners on first and second. So first on the scoreboard.
Now batting for the Big Reds is Nick Johnson.
Now Nick Johnson will step in. Another RBI opportunity with man on second. Likely another base hit will lead to a run. Adam Rose checks the runner at second. Comes home with the pitch. Strike 1. That pitch misses down, 1-1. So double play still in order. Ground ball would be ideal here. See if the Huskies can turn 2 up the middle. Swinging strike 2. Now the pitch, check swing, but will hold back. Got him out ahead of that one, but able to hold up. 2-2 the count. Line hit to the second baseman, able to glove it. Little backspin on that ball. Wasn't sure how far it was going to go at first. But an easy second out for the Huskies. So now 2 down. Still runner on first and second.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 18, Mohammed Fayed.
Now Mohammed Fayed will step in for the Big Reds. Rose again checks second, comes home with it. That pitch misses down for ball 1. Rose still feeling out the strike zone here early in the first inning. Again checks second, comes home. Missing a little high. Comes home with a 2-0 pitch for strike 1 looking. Looked like he was taking all the way there. We're going to see if Big Reds are Gonna hold back and make Rose throw strikes. Swinging strike 2 there. Evens it up at 2-2. Rose back in command of this count. And 1 pitch away from ending this inning. The Big Reds on the board 1-0 here early in the first. Next runner at second comes home. Ground ball, but foul. Keep the count alive. So once again, Fayed will step in. 2-2 the count. Pitch from Rose. Tried to frame it there on the outside, but called for a ball. 3-2 the count now. Rose with the payoff pitch. No, pick off at second. Instead we'll hold on to it. Worried about the runners taking off on the full count. Making sure they score on a base hit. Those are the payoff pitch. Popped up along the third base line. Looks like it's going to be foul out of play. So this at bat again, once again extended for Mohamed Fayed. Forcing the pitcher Adam Rose 2 throw strikes to end this inning. And the pitch taken for ball 4. So nice at bat by Fayed, keeping the count alive. A couple foul balls, and now the bases are loaded for the Big Reds. Have a little intermission as the coach will talk to the batter before this at bat.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 12, Brian Hansen.
It's going to be Brian Hansen stepping in. So 2 outs, again here at the top of the first inning. Adam Rose's first pitch to Hansen, swinging strike 1. So Rose getting ahead of this batter. Trying to keep this a 1-run game. The bases loaded. 0-1 pitch. Taken outside, evens the count up at 1-1. That pitch again outside, 2-1. Big Red showing a good eye at the plate here early tonight. Bases loaded, we see Rose getting ready for the 2-1 pitch. Goes back to the full windup with the bases loaded. A pitch outside, nice stop at the plate. But now 3-1. And we'll see if the Big Reds are taking all the way here. With Rose on the mound, having a little bit of a hard time finding a strike zone here early. So the pitch taking all the way, but right down the middle for strike 2. Brings the count full. payoff pitch after what is becoming a long inning for Adam Rose. Comes home, swinging, strike 3, and that ends the first inning. Only 1 run scored for the Big Reds. Back with the bottom of the first inning in just a moment here on CPHS 6. Okay, here we are back for the bottom of the first inning. Port Huron Northern hosting the Port Huron High Huskies rivalry varsity baseball action here on CPHS 6. I'm Carl Staffors. First pitch underway for the Big Reds. Taken low for ball 1. On the mound for Port Huron High, we have Greg Marshall. That taken for a strike. Nate Manis at the plate for the Huskies. Count 1-1. And the pitch bounced off home. 2-1. Again, misses for a ball. Looks at the 3-1. Greg Manis, a lefty on the mound for the Big Reds. And the pitch from Manis. Ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly over to first in time. 1 down. Stepping up for the Huskies, we have Alex John Moore.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 26, right fielder, Alex Johns Moore.
So quickly 1 down for the Big Reds. That pitch misses for a ball. That one taken for a strike, brings it to 1-1. Foul tip. Taken for strike 2. So Alex Johns Moore with 1-2 the count. Greg Marshall on the mound. Time called right now. Steps back into the box. Now the windup from Marshall. And we're going to give that off the foot, so he will take his base. So the Huskies with a base runner. One out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Now batting for the Huskies, first baseman, number 8, Trent Beebe.
Now Trent Beebe will step in, first baseman for the Huskies. So Huskies trying to take advantage of the early base runner. Even this game back up. Marshall now out of the stretch. Holds the runner, pitch home. This is low for ball 1. It's always a bit of an adjustment for a pitcher to make. Start the game out of the windup, and then the base runners. Takes a couple pitches to get used to the stretch. Pickoff move to first. Diving back. Lefty with a good pickoff move on the mound. Leans in again, 1-0 the count for Trent Beebe. This pitch comes home, strike one. Evens the count up at 1-1. Swinging strike two. Looked to be an off-speed pitch from Marshall. Seems shorten up that swing with 2 strikes now. And swinging strike 3, but ball in the dirt. Let's see if he can make it to first in time, and he will. So strikeout, but he will reach base, leaving it only 1 out on the scoreboard. So Huskies taking base runners any way they can.
Number 21, Mitch
Hit by a pitch and then strikeout. Strikeout reaching base. So Mitch Hool will step in. Oh, the correction on the field will actually have first base out because the base was occupied, so unable to reach there on the strikeout. So we will have 2 outs. But Mitch Hool will step in and man on second, so he's a runner in scoring position. Marshall will step off. Enough time granted. Now comes the catcher. Talk this one out. So again, Mitch Hool, third baseman for the Huskies. You see 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Port Huron Big Reds up 1-0 over the Huskies. That one misses outside for ball 1. Pitch again outside. Pitch into the cleanup hitter in the Port Huron Northern lineup. First base is open, but don't think I'm gonna see an intentional pass here. And that ball hit hard into left field. Went back, but an easy play will end the inning. And there's the end of the bottom of the first inning. We'll be back with the top of the second in just a moment here on CPHS 6. And we're back for the top of the second inning here. Tonight's matchup between the Port Huron Northern Huskies and the visiting Port Huron High Big Reds. Port Huron High Big Reds leave 1-0. After 1 in play, hard shot just past the first baseman. And the Big Reds will start off the top of the second with a base hit. It was Dominic Schultz.
Big Reds number 10, Dominic Schultz.
So now 1 on, no out, bunt down. Play over to first. In time, base runner over to third. Tag, and he's out. So the Big Reds trying to take an extra base on there. Advance the base runner over to third, but heads up play by the Huskies leaves 2 outs. And the base is empty.
Now batting with the Big Reds, number 4, Connor Smith.
Now back to the top of the order for the Big Reds. Connor Smith will step in. And what looks to be a quick inning for Adam Rose. First pitch misses for ball 1. That one again misses down low, 2-0. Three and oh, and with the bases empty, I won't give him anything too good to hit here. We are getting into the top of the order again. Right down the middle, taken all the way, 3-1. Swinging strike 2 brings the count full. Adam Rose 1 pitch away from a 1-2-3 inning. Full count pitch. Bounced in, gets past the catcher. Don't know where the ball is. Let's see if able to hold him to first. Rose able to come in and pick up that ball before the base runner able to advance. Now stepping in for the Big Reds, we have Dave Seppo.
Now batting for the Big Reds, Dave Seppo.
So again, checks the runner at first. First pitch to Seppo. Down in the dirt. Check Smith at first. And the 1-0 pitch. Hard shot, knocked down by the third baseman, but have to eat that ball. And the runner will advance, so runners on first and second now. Still 2 outs.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 8, Tyler Robotham.
This is Tyler Robotham, the number 3 man in the Big Reds order. Swinging strike 1. Looks like he had him ahead of that with an off-speed pitch. Oh, 1 pitch comes home, swinging strike 2. So Rose quickly ahead of the count, 0-2 to Robotham. Again, trying to get out of the top of the second inning. No run scored. Big Red's still up in the scoreboard, 1-0. And the pitch, ground ball down third, fair. This is going to score at least 1 run. Ball into third, safe at third. And a single for Robotham will score 1 and move the other baseman to third. Now Port Huron High with a 2-0 lead.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 11, Kenny Radigan.
Kenny Radigan will step in for the Big Reds, but not after a little meeting on the mound for the Huskies. Rose looked like he was going to get out of this inning pretty quick after a long first inning. Then 2 straight base hits for the Big Reds. Make that 3. So a little meeting on the mound. Runners at the corners. But 2 outs. So Rose looks in at the first pitch to Radigan. First pitch taken for strike 1. Pickoff move to first. Not in time. And be careful with that play with the runner on third. Bunt, Seppo's coming home. No play at plate, play at first, not in time. So Radigan will get on with a bunt single, scoring Seppo, making this a 3-0 Port Huron High game. Now runners at first and second, with Port Huron High still threatening. Now Nick Johnson will step in for the Big Reds.
For the Big Reds, Nick Johnson, number 19.
First pitch, taken for strike 1. Telling the catcher to cycle through the signs was Adam Rose. But Johnson will step out, now stepping back in. Checks the runner, the throw home, swinging strike 2. So Rose doing a good job getting ahead of this hitter. Again, trying to shut out this inning. After 2 more runs have been scored for the Big Reds. That ball hit hard in left field, but that will be foul. So keep the count 0-2. Runners on first and second. That pitch misses down for ball 1. And Rose again looking at another long inning on the mound for the Huskies. Checks the runner at second, comes home with it, swinging strike 3, and that will end the top of the second for the Huskies. We're back with the bottom of the second for just a moment here on CPHS 6. Here we are back with the bottom of the second inning. Tonight's game, Port Huron Northern Huskies taking on crosstown rivals, the Port Huron High Big Reds.
Leading off for the Huskies, designated hitter, number 34, Steve Remick.
Steve Remick will step in for the Huskies. Again, the Big Reds off to an early 3-0 lead. Greg Marshall on the mound. Pitch from Marshall. Big swing. So 0-1 the count on Remick. That pitch taken for strike 2, so Marshall quickly ahead of the hitter. See if he tries to throw one away here, gets him to chase. Step out. And the 0-2 pitch taken outside for ball 1. One-two pitch again. Tries to paint the bottom corner, but misses for 2. Brings the count to 2-2. Down, count goes from 0-2 now to full count, down to a full count. So the payoff pitch from Marshall, taken outside, so 4 straight balls from Marshall, and Remick able to work a walk.
Now batting left fielder number 1, Adam Dussler.
Adam Dussler now will step in. Huskies again trying to get something going. And no outs here in the bottom of the second. Good time to get something happening. Marshall again checks first, comes home with it, and that's fouled straight back for strike 1. One pitch, now step off. Again, a lefty on the mound, so pretty short path to first for the pickoff. A 1 pitch swinging strike 2. So Marshall again ahead of the hitter, 0-2. See if he can finish this one out. Swinging strike 3, and 3 straight strikes. Sells Adam Dussler down. Strikeout for Marshall.
Now batting pitcher number 2, Adam Rose.
Now the pitcher Adam Rose will step in. One down for the Huskies, runner on first. Ground ball fouled on the first baseline. Ball past the plate. runner will advance round second, but he will stay there on the pass ball. So the Huskies move a runner up into scoring position. See if Adam Rose can help his own cause. Trying to peel off a little bit of that 3-0 lead for the Big Reds. And the 1-1 pitch high. Ducking was Rose. This ball's popped up. Looks like it will be out of play on the left field line for strike 2. Two-two pitch, hit hard into right field, but right at the Big Reds. Not tagging up. They'll get the third and final out at second, and that will end the bottom of the second. So that does it for the bottom of the second. We'll be back at the top of the third in just a moment here on CPHS 6. Okay, we're back with the top of the third inning. Port Huron Big Reds still up 3-0 over the Huskies. Stepping in for the Big Reds, Mohammed Fayed. That brings the count to 1-1. Still on the mound for the Huskies, Adam Rose. That ball hit hard and into left field for a leadoff single for the Big Reds.
Now batting for the Big Reds is Brian Hansen.
Now Brian Hansen will step in for the Big Reds. First pitch swinging. Ground ball to third, knocked down by the third baseman. Shortstop makes a play. Play over to first, past the first baseman. Runners will advance. Fayed's over to third. And now we'll have runners at the corners with no outs. Still for the Huskies, or the Big Reds. Adam Rose in need of a short inning after 2 long innings in the first and second. A little meeting on the mound now. Checking the runner over at first, so a quick stoppage in play. So now everyone coming back to position, still a little meeting on the mound. And runners on the corners. Big Red still up 3-0 over the Huskies. Now stepping in is Dominic Schultz.
Now batting for the Big Reds, Dominic Schultz.
First pitch to Schultz. Taken outside, ball 1. Takes the runner, go over to first. Back in time. One 1-0 pitch to Schultz, taken for strike 1. Taken outside, ball 2. Both pitchers tonight having a little bit of command issues. Doesn't help with the cold still early in the baseball season. That pitch seemed to be in the ground. Ground ball to second. Play over at first. Got out at first, but 1 run does score for the Big Reds. Another runner advancing to second, so now 4-0 Big Reds lead. 1 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. Now stepping in, we'll have Mike LaForge.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 10, Mike LaForge.
Checks the runner at second, comes home with it. Taken for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch misses outside, evens the count up at 1-1. Tried to throw down a bunt, bunted foul. Strike 2. The Reds having some success with bunt singles earlier in tonight's game. Can be swinging away here with 2 out, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, grounder back to Rose. Tries to get the lead runner at third, and he is out. So that's 2 outs. Rhodes making the gutsy play to get the lead runner at third, but paying off here.
Now batting for the Big Reds, leadoff batter Connor Smith.
So LaForge will reach and will be at first base. Now back to the top of the order for the Big Reds with Connor Smith. Pickoff move to first, not in time. Taken outside, ball 1. That pitch grounded to third, past the third baseman into left field. Shortstop will chase it down. Runners will advance to first and second. Still 2 outs, and now stepping in will be David Seppo.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 6, David Seppo.
So again, the Big Reds with runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Done a pretty good job of cashing in those runs so far. Seppo calls time. First pitch to Seppo. Hard hit ball up the middle, fielded at short, pitch to second. And that's the final out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Big Reds still up 4-0. We'll be back with the bottom of the 3rd in just a moment here on CPHS 6. Okay, we're back with the bottom of the 3rd inning, tonight's game, between the Port Huron Northern Huskies and the visiting Port Huron High Big Reds. Crosstown rivalry baseball action here on CPHS 6. Stepping in for the Huskies, the catcher Chad Patterson. Still on the mound for the Big Reds, Greg Marshall. First pitch swinging, strike one. A one pitch down in the dirt evens the count up at 1-1. Swinging strike, strike two, brings the count to 1-2. So Marshall again getting ahead of the hitter. All the teams struggling a little bit tonight. The swinging strike three. And Marshall sends the first one down swinging.
Center fielder, number 11, Tyler
One
Smith.
down here in the bottom of the third inning. On the bottom of the order with Tyler Smith with Nate Manis on deck. Lefty on lefty matchup. Normally in favor of the pitcher. First pitch shows bunt. Taken for strike one. A one pitch. Breaking ball gets in there. Strike two. See if he throws one away here, tries to get him to chase. Close on the top of the strike zone for ball one. Marshall really pounding the strike zone here early in the third inning. Foul tip keeps him alive. Keep the count at 1-2. On Tyler Smith. That pitch taken for strike three. Marshall starts off the third with two straight strikeouts. Now back to the top of the order, Nate Manis for the Huskies. So Marshall seeming to really find his groove here in the third. What could be a 1-2-3 inning. First pitch underway. Taken for ball one. Pitch taken outside, ball two. Swinging foul tip. Be the first strike on Manis. Ground ball down the third base line, fielded cleanly, play over to first. And unable to hold on is the first baseman after that ball one-hops in there.
Now batting for the Huskies, right fielder,
Port Huron Northern
Moore.
Huskies will take the base runner. Now stepping in, Alex Johns-Moore. Still with 2 outs here, bottom of the 3rd inning. Big Reds with a 4-0 lead. Pickoff move to first. Another pickoff move. Worried about the Huskies possibly trying to steal a base here. Move runner up into scoring position with 2 outs. This one comes home, swinging strike 1. Again, a pickoff to first.
Come on, let's go now, Jay. I'm here to go now, Jay.
Runner's off. Taken for a strike, sliding into second. Throw got there in time, but tag a little off the mark, so he's sliding safe into second. And the Huskies get their runner in scoring position. And that's really what you expect off your leadoff hitter. Speed on the base pass. That ball taken outside, brings the count to 1-2. Still need a hit though from Alex Johns-Moore. The ball down the dirt, pass ball. Manis will take third, rounds third, but will stay put. So it evens the count at 2-2. And out comes the coach for the Big Reds. Talk to his pitcher. Now we got a short stop and play. We'd like to remind our viewers you can order a copy of this or any other program CPHS 6 has taped over the years for a small fee by calling 984-6621. Again, that's 984-6621. So the meeting on the mound is over. Again, runner at third is Nate Manis, reaching third after the pass ball. And actually got to second from a stolen base, so Manis moving around the base path. Again, Alex Johns-Moore steps in. Base hit, scores a run. And the 2-2 pitch, taken outside, full count. This one comes home, breaking ball, taken for ball 4. And a little confusion on the base path. Looked like Nate Manis thought that was a strikeout, starting headed back towards dugout. and was tagged out, and unfortunately that will end the bottom of the third inning. So screwy inning for the Huskies. We'll be back with the top of the fourth just a moment here on CPHS 6. We're back with the top of the fourth inning. Tonight's game toward Port Huron Northern Huskies. First pitch swinging, ground ball to third. Play over to first in time, one down. And a quick play gives the Huskies one out.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 11, Kenny Radigan.
Now Kenny Radigan will step in. First pitch taken for a strike. Still Rose on the mound. As we said earlier, could definitely use a quick inning here for the Huskies. Ball down the dirt, check swing, and they're calling it. So strike two. So Radigan looks to shorten up his swing. The 0-2 count. Ground ball to short. Fielded cleanly, play over to first. In time, two down. And the Huskies again look like they might be ready for a 1-2-3 inning, but called that one a little bit quick last time. Some clutch two-out hitting for the Big Reds.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 19, Nick Johnson.
So Nick Johnson will step in. First pitch taken for strike one. Ground ball to first. Pitcher covers, flip over to first in time, and a much-needed 1-2-3 inning for the Huskies. That ends the top of the fourth. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth in just a moment here on CPHS 6.
Leading off for the Huskies, first baseman, number 8, Trent
Here we are
Beebe.
back with the bottom of the fourth inning of tonight's game. Leading off for the Huskies, number 8, Trent Beebe. Huskies still held off the scoreboard after getting a little bit of momentum in the last inning. Pitch taken for strike one. Still in search of their first run of tonight's game. And the 0-1 pitch from Marshall. Down in the dirt, evens it up to 1-1. And the pitch swinging, strike two. As Beebe now in the two-strike hole. Swinging, strike three, and Marshall starts off this inning with a strikeout. Really seems to find his zone in the last few innings.
21, Mitch Hoole.
Racking up a few strikeouts. Mitch Hoole will step in for Port Huron Northern. That ball hit hard back up the middle and into the center fielder. Knocks it down though. Nice play to keep that one in front of him and keep that hit to a single. bring up Steve Remick.
Designated hitter number 34, Steve Remick.
So Marshall checks first. Comes home with it. First pitch, foul tip, strike one. You can see the scoreboard tonight. Again, the Big Reds still lead 4-0 with the Port Huron Northern Huskies.
You gotta sit back, people. You gotta sit back.
1-0 pitch on the way. Taken for strike two. Marshall again with the count in his favor. That ball inside for ball one.
Come on, Steve. Who's looking for? Come on, Steve.
And the pitch, ground ball to third off a strange hop through the legs. Fielded by the shortstop in left field. Runners will advance to first and second. Still only one out for the Huskies.
Now batting left fielder number 1, Adam Dessler.
Come on, Dust. Go base here, kid. Come on. Get right back in. Come on now, kid. Hey, get up. Let's go. Go. Come on, kid. Come on, Dessler.
Now stepping in, Adam Dustler, Port Huron Northern. Again, another opportunity for the Huskies to get on the board. Only one out here. With runners on first and second. First pitch swinging, strike one. Marshall's done a good job on the mound with runners on base today. Runners on in quite a few of these innings. Still keeping the Huskies off the board. Obviously looking to again here. Fakes throw to second. Throw over to first. And worried about the base runners getting a good jump. Throw comes home, bunt, keeps at the plate. And they're going to call that a foul, so we'll walk back. 0-2 the count now. The 0-2 pitch. Taken high, ball one. Obviously has a few pitches to throw away here. Trying to get him chase something close to the zone. Checks the runner at second. Comes home with the 1-2 pitch. Could be two. Play over to second. Not at time in first, so the runners will advance to first and third with 2 outs. And the Big Reds now again only 1 out from ending the threat.
Now batting number 2, pitcher Adam Rose.
Pitcher for Port Huron Northern, Adam Rose, will step in. First pitch to Rose, taken for strike one. Swinging strike two. Once again, Marshall ahead of the count. Counts the most. So first and third, again, look for a throwaway pitch here. Trying to get the Huskies to chase. Pickoff move to first. Comes home with it, base hit up the middle, and that will get down between the left field and center fielder. Trying for third of the Huskies, and in there sliding safe. Second and third now for the Huskies, and that puts them on the board. So Adam Rose helping his own cause on the mound. Trying to get himself back in line with the win. Now Chad Patterson will step in. So runners second and third. 4-1 the score now. The Reds still ahead. The Huskies once again threatening. First pitch swinging, hard hit ball into left field. That will get down to the fence. 2 runs will score. Patterson's heading into second. The stand-up double will score 2 runs for Patterson and put the Huskies within 1. So the Huskies finally able to put it together.
Number 11, Tyler
Send a
Smith.
couple runs home. And Tyler Smith will step in. After Smith, again, we start off with the top of the order. Still threatening with a runner on second. A base hit will tie this game. Looks like we will have a pinch runner at second. This is a first pitch to Smith. Taken for ball 1. Checks the runner at second. And we'll pull up. Pitch down in the dirt, 2-0 the count. Ground ball to first, and this should do it. And that's the final out, and that will do it for the bottom of the 4th. But the Huskies get 3 runs, put them back on the board. Big Reds still lead 4-3. We'll be back in the top of the 5th in just a moment here on CPHS 6. So here we are back with the top of the 5th inning. Mohamed Fayed will lead it off for the Big Reds. First pitch down in the dirt for ball 1. Still on the mound for the Huskies, Adam Rose. The Huskies coming back in this one with 3 runs the last half inning. And taken for strike 1. Making this a ball game. 4-3, Big Reds still lead. The more the game you come to expect with these crosstown rivals. Always a close one. Both these teams want to be in this one. Swinging strike 2. It's the 1-2 count from Rose. Went down the dirt. He brings it up back to 2-2. Two pitch inside and will hit him. So the Big Reds will take their base. It was Mohammed Fayed. Quick check, seems to be okay at first.
12, Brian Hansen.
Now Brian Hansen will step in. See what the Big Reds can do with the free pass. That pitch taken for strike 1. A 1 pitch inside for ball 1. Checks the runner at first. And it's home with it. Ground ball to short. Should get the lead runner. Drop that second. Will break up the double play. Although I don't think they had much chance at first anyway. Deep ball and short, but runners at first and second now with no men out. And now Dominic Schultz will step in.
Now batting for the Big Reds, Dominic Schultz.
Hey, hard on the ground, hard on the ground.
So Huskies just brought this one close. Don't want to lose that here in this half inning. First pitch shows bunt. We strike 1. Big Reds did this a couple times, using the bunt to send runners over, and actually with a few bunt hits earlier. See if they show bunt here again, and what they give him, taken outside for ball 1. One pitch, taken for strike 2. So Rose still battling in this one. As we said last inning, Rose helping his own cause with a base hit. In his quest for the win tonight, he'll step off. Sets and throws, 1-2 pitch, swinging strike 3. So a strikeout for Rose, now 1 down. And that will bring up Mike LaForge.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 10, Mike LaForge.
Double play still in order for the Huskies. First pitch to LaForge. Gets past the catcher. Runners will advance to second and third.
Hey. Time, sir.
Port Huron Northern will call time. Have a meeting on the mound. And we'll see, this might be done for Adam Rose. And it looks like we'll have a pitching change for the Huskies. Number 24, Josh Dombrowski, lefty on the mound. As he will get a few warm-up pitches. Quick break in our action. Again, while we got a second, we'd like to remind our viewers you can get a copy of this or any other program CPHS 6 is taped for a small fee by calling 984-6621. Again, that's 984-6621. Correction, that is Eric Dombrowski on the mound. That's an apology from me, still in early season form here, midway through the season. The lefty with his last couple warm-up pitches. Definitely trying to do that, warm up. A little chilly one here for the rivalry game this year. And it looks like we're ready to step back in.
Now pitching for the Huskies, number 24, Eric Dombrowski.
Move him out of the way, Nate.
Now the pitch from Dombrowski.
Nathan, he's in your way, tell him.
That brings the count to 2-0. Again, a tough situation for the pitcher to heading in. Has to immediately throw strikes. Off-speed pitch there, misses 3-0. First base is open. I don't think the option that Port Huron Huskies want to pursue here. And the 3-0 pitch, taken for ball 4. So now the base is loaded. Good thing for the Huskies, force out at any base.
Now batting number 4, Connor Smith.
Bad thing for the Huskies, top of the order for the Big Reds. Connor Smith will step in.
There we go, 4!
First pitch for strike 1.
Nate, Mitch, this way a lot.
So again, the base is loaded. Big Reds still up 4-3 over the Port Huron Northern Huskies in this one. Top of the 5th inning. Strike 2. 2 straight strikes after a 4-pitch walk. Definitely a good sign for the Huskies. Strikeout would be big here. And the pitch, ground ball up the middle. Goes home with it. And no play over at first, but still 2 down now. And that will bring up Dave Seppo.
Now batting for the Big Reds is number 6, David Seppo.
So the Huskies staying in it now. Two outs again and play at any base with the bases loaded.
Go get it, outfield, go get it!
First pitch high, ball 1. One 1-0 pitch. Again taken for ball 2. Seppo looks to be patient at the point. Going to make the Huskies throw strikes. Ball misses 3-0. And even though this is the top of the order for the Big Reds, expect him to be taking all the way here. Taken for strike 1. Three-one pitch takes high, ball 4, and that will walk in a run. So Seppo works the walk. Hansen will come in to score. And that makes it a 5-3 game.
Now
Big
batting
Reds.
for the Big Reds, number 8, Tyler Robotham.
Tyler Robotham will step in. This is inside, ball 1. And really tough to come off the bench and throw strikes right away with runners on base. That one close, but again outside, ball 2. A base hit for the Big Reds could put this one pretty out of hand. And that one taken for a strike. But again, we see the Big Reds hitters being patient. Step out here. Again, granted time. And the pitch, swinging strike 2. Ball in the dirt. Chasing back the runner at second, but nowhere to go with the bases loaded. 2-2 pitch. Huskies 1 strike away from getting out of this inning, and there it is, strike 3. Will end the top of the 5th inning. Big Reds still up 5-3 over the Huskies. We're back with the bottom of the 5th in just a moment here on CPHS 6. We are back for the bottom of the 5th inning of tonight's game between the Port Huron Northern Huskies and the visiting Port Huron High Big Reds. Nate Manis stepping up for the Huskies. In the first pitch, right up the middle, fielded by Short, but bobbled, and no play at first. And the Huskies with a leadoff base hit.
Now batting right fielder number 26, Alex Johnsmore.
Still on the mound for the Big Reds, Greg Marshall. Hit around a little bit that last inning with the Huskies scoring 3 runs. Still in line to get the win in this one. Pickoff move to first. It's Alex Johnsmore. Alex Johnsmore is in the box. Again, pickoff move. That pitch comes home. Fake steal off at first, ball 1. Huskies having a little bit of a hard time with that pickoff move. If base runner is off on first movement, would be in trouble. Don't know until that very last second when he steps towards first. Ground ball to the pitcher. Play at first, in time, runner advances to second. So 1 down for the Huskies.
Now batting first baseman number 8, Trent Beebe.
And Trent Beebe will step in. Number 3 hitter in this Husky lineup. Runner in scoring position.
Come on, 8.
And Marshall leans in, checks the runner at second. Comes home with it. First one taken for strike 1.
Come on, BB, let's go, kid.
Step out for time. In the 0-1 pitch. Foul tip, but it will stay in play, actually. Short dribbler, play over to first. And a call there, go home. And 1 run will score for the Huskies. I think he was out at first. He was. That's 2 down. Heads up playing the base path. And that will bring the Huskies within 1. And Mitch Hool will step in.
Now batting third baseman number 21, Mitch Hool.
That's kind of the story of tonight's game. Not the best game for the Huskies on paper, but able to stay around in this one. Only down by 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The ball taken for strike 1. So base is empty for Hool. Pitch from Marshall. Foul ball.
put a tag on it. Send it home.
Oh, 2 pitch from Marshall. And strike 3 looking, and that will end the bottom of the 5th inning. But the Huskies score another run. Big Red's still up 5-4 over the Huskies. That will do it for the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back with the top of the 6th in just a moment here on CPHS 6. Here we are back with the top of the 6th inning. And the Huskies inching their way back in this game. Now only down 1. First pitch taken for ball 1. That's Kenny Radigan at the plate for the Big Reds. Still on the mound for the Huskies, Eric Dombrowski. Two 2-0 the count. This is high. 3-0. Pitch down in the dirt. Ball 4. Once again, the Big Reds will take the base with no outs.
Now batting number 19, Nick Johnson.
Now Nick Johnson will step in for the Big Reds. Browski checks first, comes home. Strike 1. Pickoff move to first. Beckenheim. Time is PH. So again, Nick Johnson, 0-1 the count. This is up high, ball 1. That ball hit hard into left field, but that will get out foul for a very loud strike 2. So 1-2 the count, waiting to step in. For Johnson to step back in, he does. And now the pitch. Taken for ball 2. Still no outs here in the top of the 6th. Again, Big Reds with a runner on first. Dombrowski on the mound for the Huskies. Swinging, strikeout. But the runner will advance, so now 1 down for the Big Reds. Runner advances to second.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 18, Mohammed Fayed.
Now Mohammed Fayed will step in. Runner in scoring position. Dombrowski will step off. Ball misses for ball 1. The ball hit hard. Will split the outfielders, get down for a base hit. 1 run will score for the Huskies. Rounding into second is Fayad. Standing up with a stand-up 1-out double. Makes this game 6-4 Big Reds. Here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting number 12, Brian Hansen.
Brian Hansen will step in for Port Huron High.
Time, sir.
We have a time from the Port Huron Northern bench. Have a meeting on the mound. Does not look like we'll have a pitching change. Or we will. Let's have one of the infielders switch over. See who will take the mound, or instead out comes Brett Young. Looks like he will take over the pitching duties. A little warm-up time for the right-hander. Once again, a Northern pitcher has to come in with a base runner on bases. He's come out throwing strikes. The Huskies still very much alive in this one. Only down 2. Still a couple opportunities to bat left for the Huskies. Still have to get out of this inning though. Runner on second. Only 1 out. Trying to keep this lead down to 2. So again, Carl Staffhorse here for CPHS 6. Bringing you tonight's game of the Port Huron Northern Huskies taking on the crosstown rivals Port Huron High Big Reds. And he looks like he's ready. So Brian Hansen.
Now pitching for the Huskies, number 13, Brett Young.
Ready to step in for the Big Reds. Brett Young taking over on the mound for the Huskies. Third pitcher for the Huskies tonight.
Batting for the Big Reds, Brian Hansen.
And the Big Reds still have Greg Marshall going strong on the mound. At least as far as we know right now. Went 5 strong innings. So here's the first pitch from Young. Swinging strike 1, off to a good start. That ball fouled back. Not a play for strike 2. That's exactly what you wanted for the Huskies. Coming in, throwing strikes. 0-2 the count now. And the pitch, ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly over to first. Ball in the dirt. So one run looks to score. Second runner into second. Makes it a 7-4 ball game. Throw just a little off the mark. First baseman unable to dig that one out of the dirt. Nice effort by Trent Beebe, but just couldn't get a glove on it. And the Big Red's starting to pull away.
Now batting number 9, Dominic Schultz.
Now Dominic Schultz will step in. Hansen at second. Ball taken low for ball 1. Schultz with a couple bunts earlier. See if he shows any signs there. No, he doesn't. Count 1-1.
Let's go, Schultz, let's go. Got one more, let's go.
Schultz stays back. Ball 2. That ball down the dirt. Nice scoop by the catcher. Chad Patterson behind the plate. That makes it a 3-1 count. Again, runner on second. One down here in the top of the 6th inning. Big Reds with a 3-run lead. That ball hit to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw over to first. And that's an out. Runner advances to third. But 2 down now. That'll bring up Mike LaForge.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 10, Mike LaForge.
Taken for strike 1. This is high, 1-1. That ball hit hard. Left fielder backing up. Signals he has it. Did he come down with it? He does. That had to be in the tip of the glove. Or did he? Did that? That must have fell. Now Connor Smith will step in. That's a run for the Big Reds. And this will end the inning at second. So Big Reds now up 8-4. And we'll head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Back at the bottom of the 6th just a moment here on CPHS 6. Okay, we're back now at the bottom of the 6th inning. Huskies now down 4. Big Reds up 8-4 in this one. Stepping in will be Steve Remick for the Huskies. First pitch taken outside, ball one. Greg Marshall still on the mound. Still in line to look to get the win in this one. One-zero pitch from Marshall popped up. Looks like it will be along the third baseline. Third baseman coming in and makes the play. That is Hansen at third and one down. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. The Huskies down to 5 outs in this one.
Now batting for the Huskies, left fielder number 1, Adam Dessler.
Adam Dessler will step in. Huskies need to string some hits together to get back in this one. But Marshall not giving much up from the mound. This ball hit up the middle, and that was caught by the shortstop. That's David Seppo. Nice job charging that ball, now waiting for the hop. Able to come down with the catch there, and a quick 2 outs for this Port Huron High defense.
Now batting number 2, Adam Rose.
Now stepping in will be Adam Rose. Actually started off pitching the game tonight for the Huskies. First pitch taken for strike one. A 1 pitch from Marshall. Strike 2. Marshall's still looking sharp here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And what could be a quick inning for this Port Huron High defense. Throwaway pitch here. That's close for a throwaway pitch, but 1-2. So the 1-2 pitch to Rose. Hard hit ball to second. Play over to first in time. That does it for the bottom of the 6th inning. 7th inning upcoming next year on CPHS 6. And we start the top of the 7th inning. Seppo starts for the Big Reds. We'll take a strike 1 looking. Brett Young looks to finish out the game for the Huskies. A 1 pitch past the catcher for ball 1. Hard hit ball from Seppo to short. Fielded cleanly, play over to first in time. So 1 down during the top of the 7th inning. Huskies looking a little sharper in these last couple innings, but
now batting for the Big Reds,
might be a little
number
too
8,
late now.
Tyler Robotham.
Tyler Robotham will step in. First pitch swinging, strike 1. And the pitch from Young evens count up at 1-1. Young moving very fast on the mound. His count 2-1. Not wasting a lot of time between his pitches. Two 2-1 pitch, hit hard but foul into left field. 2-2 pitch from Young. Again popped up. Looks to go foul, giving chase. The Huskies diving play. I think unable to come down with it. So 2-2 the count. Nice hustle by the shortstop Nate Manis for the Huskies. Trying to chase that ball down. So this is Tyler Robotham. Swinging strike 3. So 2 down here, top of the 7th. Brett Young looking pretty good on the mound.
Now batting for the Big Reds, number 11, Kenny Radigan.
That leads Kenny Radigan stepping in. The pitch from Young. Down for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, swinging strike 1. Strike 1. Evens its count up at 1-1. This one popped up. We'll see if it stays in play. Catcher's trying to make a move and able to come down with it. Tough play, Chad Patterson. And that will end what was a quick top of the 7th inning for the Huskies. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th in just a moment here on CPHS 6. Here we are back with the bottom of the 7th inning of tonight's game between the Port Huron Northern Huskies and crosstown rivals, the Port Huron High Big Reds. Bottom 7 now. Last chance for the Huskies to get back in this one. They'll start off with Chad Patterson. And a nice play to end the last half inning. Down 4 runs. Big Reds ahead 8-4. And Marshall on the mound going for the complete game. First pitch. Taken for strike 1. Second pitch to Patterson. This is down ball 1. On deck for the Huskies, we have Tyler Smith, and back to the top of the order. They're gonna have to string a couple hits together to get back into this one. Inside, 2-1. One pitch from Marshall. Held it there for strike 2.
Work it. Fight it off. Base hit. Okay.
So Patterson 2-2 really needs to lead the Huskies off with a base hit. Get this inning off right. Swinging down the dirt, strikeout, throw over to first to complete it, and 1 down. So that brings up Tyler Smith.
Center fielder, number 11, Tyler Smith.
Again, Marshall only 2 batters away from getting a complete game. As we see again the lefty on lefty matchup. Ball outside, ball 1. Outside corner, 1-1. Swinging strike 2. Outside, tried to frame it. Still goes as a ball on the scoreboard, 2-2. And a strikeout from Marshall, and now only 1 out away from ending this one.
Shortstop number 4, Nate Manis.
Nate Manis will step in. In the Battle of Port Huron. Port Huron Northern Huskies taking on the Port Huron High Big Reds. The Reds up 8-4 right now. Marshall sets her his first pitch to Manis. Ball down in the dirt. Ball 1.
Come on, Nate, we need you. We need you.
Breaking pitch gets in there. 1-2. Or 1-1.
Knock it down, Hanfield. Hey, go on now, Megan. Let's go, kid.
This is outside, 2-1.
Hey, come on, old babe. Let's go. Right in there.
If Manis is to reach, Alex Johns Moore is on deck. Hard hit ball over the shortstop's head, gets past the left fielder. He could make this into a double or a triple coming into third now. Seppa with the relay throw, not in time. Heads up base running again by Nate Manis. Turned a single into a triple.
Now batting for the Huskies, right fielder number 26, Alex Johns Moore.
So Alex Johns Moore will step in. Trent Beebe on deck. So the Huskies threatening, but still going to need quite a bit more to get back into this one. Two outs, runner at third. Pitch from Marshall, ground ball to short. This could be it. Play over to first in time. Some debate. Are they going to call him safe at first? Looks like he was. I think his foot pulled off the base. So a break for the Huskies as 1 run will score.
First baseman,
Now Trent Beebe will step in. I think that was the case here. It pulled his back foot off the base. I think the throw was in time. But a break for the Huskies will keep this inning alive. So Beebe at the plate, Poole on deck. Marshall again still trying to shut this one out. In line for the win. Has 3 runs. Still has a 3-run cushion. Pitch over to first. And he's safe. First pitch home, swinging, strike 1. So the Huskies trying to rally, but it could be a little bit too late. Need some clutch, 2-out hitting. Swinging, strike 2. To get back in this one. Marshall only one strike away from ending this one. Hard hit ball up the middle, base hit into center field. Rounding second into third. Seppa with no throw. Runners on first and third now.
Now batting.
Maybe the Huskies aren't out of this one yet. Mitch Hool stepping in. Steve Remick on deck. So the tying run is at the plate. Not a situation the Big Reds want to see in this one. Time is granted at home plate. Big Reds seem to be sticking with Marshall. Again, still has a 3-run cushion. Pitched well so far. Gets first one across for strike one. A 1-pitch swinging strike two. It's actually a foul tip. But again, 1 strike away. Swinging strike, but foul tip will keep this one alive. So again, Hool at the plate, Remick on deck, and Greg Marshall 1 pitch away from ending this one. Throw home, hit hard into left field. Is it foul? It will be. So still 2 strikes on him. Keeping this at bat alive. Ground ball. Awkward hop, play at second in time. And that will do it for tonight's game. The Port Huron High Big Reds 8, Port Huron Northern Huskies 5. I'd like to thank you all for joining us for here on CPHS 6. I'm Carl Staffhorse. Good night.